Next, let's go to a unique tool called a donor advised fund. And this is kind of similar to bunching in a way. So, a donor advised fund, think of it like an investment account for charitable contributions. So, maybe you have the intention of being charitable, but you don't necessarily have one in mind that you would like to support in the current year. Where a donor advised fund is an account that you can put that type of money into. So, for example, I can open a donor advised fund and I can put $50 a month, $100 a month, $200 a month into that account. And I get a tax deduction in the year that I make the contribution. So even if I don't have a charity to which I plan to contribute in 2025, if I put $1,000 into my donor advised fund, from a tax perspective, it looks like I have already donated $1,000 to a nonprofit. Now, an additional benefit to that donor advised fund is you can invest the proceeds of that donor advised fund just like you would a retirement account or a non qualified investment account. So you can choose index funds of your choice, stocks of your choice, ETFs of your choice, and maybe that $1,000 that you put in each year with investment growth may grow to 10,000, 100,000 based on how much you put in. Now, at some point in time, you're going to say, hey, I've found the institution that I plan to support. And directly from that donor advised fund, you can make a charitable contribution. So maybe in the year 2025, you put in $1,000 and you invest that $1,000 in your donor advised fund. And in the year 2025, you get a deduction for a charitable contribution. You never actually distribute the money to a nonprofit in 2025, and you don't do it in 2026 either. And in 2027, that $1,000 that was invested has now grown to $1,500, and you find a charitable organization in that year that you plan to support. Well, you can go to your donor advised fund and you can have them cut a check or make a contribution to that charitable organization in 2027, 2 years after you both made the initial contribution and 2 years after you got the deduction for the charitable contribution as well. And pretty much any institution where you would open a non-qualified brokerage account also offers donor advised funds. Places like Fidelity, places like Vanguard, places like Charles Schwab are all places where if you decide this is the type of strategy that will both help my taxes, but also allow me to potentially give more to charities down the line by having the ability to invest those funds and hopefully see some growth, then a donor advised fund could be an option for you. What I hope that you're picking up from this episode is that there are some episodes that we do that are more high level. There are other episodes where we get more down in the details. And I always am trying to struggle with the balance between the two. But what I'm hoping that you're picking up is if you have made a significant commitment in your life to be charitable, that there are unique strategies to do so in ways that benefit other areas of your finances. So whether you're giving for religious reasons or you just really, really care about a certain cause about which you're passionate, these are some tips and strategies that you can use along the way.